Joining us now is Assemblyman Phil Steck, who represents Colony, Schenectady. Am I missing any areas?
Well, you're the town of Niskayuna, which is in Schenectady County.
And in our new State of the State special edition, which is going to be, it's already out in Albany, and it will be coming to our subscribers in the next couple days. We have legislative dossiers of all the members listing their 2014 priorities, and yours was to have equity in education funding. Can you talk about that?
Yes, I'd be happy to. In my district, education is the thing that our communities are most interested in. I have a very diverse district. We have one school district that has tremendous ability to raise revenue through the property tax on one extreme, but I also have districts that cannot continue to raise revenue through the property tax. They don't have the tax base to do it, and so they really need help from the state of New York. And I think to these communities, not only managing our property tax burden is important, but also how we raise revenue to fund education is very important to the district I represent.
Do you think that our municipalities need to have more wiggle room in negotiating the 2% property tax cap?
Not so much, although I am requesting that the voters be able to approve a school board vote to exceed the property tax cap by 50% rather than the 60% if the board approves it by 60%. But I think the main thing that people would like to see is because they don't have the ability to raise any more revenue through the property tax, they really want to see the state be raising revenue. I think the common misperception is because New York State spends in the top 3 on education in the nation, that therefore that's going on equally across the state. It is not. The spending is maldistributed because we're property tax dependent. I think if we're going to talk about capping the property tax, circuit breakers, which I'm all in favor of, I think we need to figure out ways as to how we're going to make up for the hardships that could impose on our local municipalities, whether they be town governments, county governments, or school districts. I came out of county government, so I'm very sensitive to the problem with high property taxes in New York, and I applaud the governor for his efforts to take on that issue. But on the other hand, part of dealing with property tax is alternative sources of revenue to fund infrastructure development or redevelopment, and that's something that I'm looking for down the road.
Well, Assemblyman Steck, I know that a lot of our viewers and, of course, the citizens of New York are going to be looking very closely at the latest developments in education this session. Thank you so much for joining us here at Taste Albany on the live stream.
Thank you for having me, and your paper is really doing a wonderful job.
It's a pleasure. Thank you so much, Assemblyman.